I am live. Oh, good. I'm live. It's always better to be live than the alternative. The alternative isn't all that fun. Isn't all that fun. So, um, if you're watching this after the live is not live, then it won't be live. And so then you'll know that all I'm doing is a little impromptu live just because, well, there is no just because, it's just because. And so, but what I'm doing here, hi Danica. Hi Danica Creating. You must be sitting at, you're just doing nothing like me. I'm just sitting there doing, and there's Gail. Hi Gail. I'm not doing nothing, but I just thought since I was doing nothing, I might as well see if anybody wanted to hang out while I was doing nothing. And so, well, actually, I am doing something. Actually, I made a video yesterday. I think it was yesterday. I don't know. I lose track of days. Oh, where did I put those papers? Boy, I'll be glad when I get my room done. All finished. Oh, see, now look here. See, this is what I was, you might have seen a video yesterday where I was putting papers together like this. And I'm making 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper and stitching them together. Some of them I'm putting a little washi tapes, and some of them these ones I'm just gluing. But then I'm still gonna I'm going to still, there's Lorena and Shelly Carlson, and there's oh, you guys are awesome to come hang out with me. So if you all are just not doing nothing, like I was just doing nothing, then you can do nothing with me. We can do nothing together. So what I'm doing here, though, I'll just tell you what I'm doing. I'll just give you a, well, where did I put that stack of paper? You know, when I get my place organized in here, because I got all these plans, it's going to be so nice. It's going to be so flippin' nice when I have it all organized. But wait a minute, I just lost my stack of papers. It's probably wherever my mind is. But I just had a stack of papers. There's Kath Avalon. Hi. And Tina Reed. Tina says, I've not caught you live for a while. Loved your patchwork covers. Oh, good. And that's what this is kind of patchwork pages here that I'm doing. So they'll go good with a patchwork work. Oh, and there's my niece, Cheryl, and she's doing nothing too. Kath was decorating an envelope to mail cards to Kathy V, but it needs to dry and I needed to sit down. Well, you got to let them dry. Oh, there's where I put them pages. Over on this side. There they are. See, I've been putting some pages together to make 8.5 by 11s, but I don't have them stitched yet. These ones still have to all be sewn together. These ones still have to be sewn, so I'll put, and see, they're all going to be 8.5 by 11. 8.5 by 11s. And so I'm making a bunch of them because me and my greedy old self, I'm going to not only make my own journal using some of these pages, but I'm also going to have some available on on my next auction, which my next auction isn't until December, the first Sunday in December. That's when that's going to be. But see, what I did is I framed out this piece right here. It's 8. This is 8.5 by 11 because see, we use a lot of 8.5 by 11 in our journals and stuff. So so and what I want in my journals is to have on my pages is to have everything in the right, going this way. I don't want it to be going this way or upside down or whatever. I want it to be that when you turn the pages, everything is in the right, whatever you call that word. And so I'm putting like a lot of different kind of pages together, a lot of different kind of papers together, and I'm just sewing them on the sewing machine. And so they'll all have like stitching on them. And so, but first what I'm doing is I'm getting them just all like glued. And so I'm using, and most everything is like really, really old papers, not copies of old papers, just old papers. And so I just kind of patchwork them together like this, however they'll fit. Like this here, this is actual paper out of an old ledger. And so this writing and everything on here is actually original. It's out of an old ledger book. So let me see, that one's too narrow to go right there. So I think I will find one. Oh, right here I'll put a little piece of a book page. And so, oh, wait a minute, this one here's already cut. Yeah, that will fit. So I'm going to put that. Needs to be about this big. So see, this is what I'm doing, is just getting it kind of glued together, but see, it's actually only going to be glued enough to where it'll stay together when I do the stitching. And so, hi, Mandy, Miss Gigi, hello. Gosh, you guys are awesome to come and hang out with me so I don't have to be all by myself. And see, and then the backs will be like this too. They'll just be however they turn out, using that vintage, everything in here. I think every one of my papers in here are vintage. Oh no, they might not all be vintage, because I have, like, here, I'll do this one now. This here paper, this here, it's a book. And let's see, this one it's a needlecraft book. Comes from 1921. But I've cut that to pieces. But here it's like, I don't know if maybe a mouse chewed through that or what. But I'm just using parts of the paper. It might be a mouse. Might have been a mouse. I don't know. And then this is out of an old vintage. Or, I call it Vora because it could be vintage or old or retro or antique. I don't know. So I call it Vora. And so, but now I will put this one. I'm going to put this in here, and I'm just going to cut that to where it fits a little bit better. And it all will just get, well, see, I cut that very crooked. I cut that very crooked. Did you notice that? How crooked? I got to show you something else too. So there, some of my pages I've put fabric on them, so even fabric will glue to it. And so see, that's how that will fit. And so I just fit that right in there. It's like putting a little puzzle together. But see, and you all might be able to do this on your own. Well, might be. Of course you can do it on your own. Yeah. Okay. Starla's going to be painting, so I won't be chatting, just listening. Okay, cool. Oh, and there's Joanna Bogle. Hello, everyone. Very windy and getting colder here in Decatur, Texas. Oh, and look at, there is my dear Jersey. My dear Jersey crafter. Yep. Vora, that's a real word. I invented it. It's Vora. Voracious, yes. The Jersey crafter. That is Miss Laura. Miss Laura. She's beautiful. Now, see, I want to cover that up. So I'm just, see, now here's some pieces of just, packaging paper. That was in packaging. So I'm going to put that over there to cover this up. to cover this part up. And so I'll just put a little glue to hold that for now till I get it to the sewing machine, because I'll just have this whole stack ready for the sewing machine, so I can just go one to the other and get that. See, so there, that's the one side, and you turn it over, and on the other side, you'll still see this little piece that was probably in storage since 1921. It's probably had a little mouse that survived on this. My goodness, it is good to see you guys. And Shelley Carlson, oh, I think I said that, but it's okay, I can say it again. And Tina Reed, and Crafty Kitty. Hi, it is good to see you guys. See, so there's my 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And you know what I want to show you all? Oh, you guys ain't going to believe this. I'm talking already about my auction. I'm excited about my auction that I'm going to have in December, the first Sunday of December, whatever day that is. But Papa just went to he goes to the tobacco store because he does chew tobacco. He's a country boy, but he got me some more boxes. Just let me show you the boxes. He found another Crazy Alice box, which when it comes time for the auction, this Crazy Alice box will be filled with broken jewelry, stuff like that. So it'll be like treasures. But look at that beautiful Crazy Alice box. I love that Crazy Alice box. He found that. And then this one here he found. And these are wood. This is wood. Deadwood Tobacco Company. And this one says Sweet Jane. And look at here. It's got like that beautiful skull face on there. And with a thing on the front, the latch on the front, and the two hinges in the back. And well, I don't know about the tobacco that's in there. And these must have held the cigars. I won't leave those in there. But this will be filled with most likely maybe lace pieces, fabric pieces. It'll be stuffed full of something great. And then, oh my gosh, look at this one. Look at this cigar box. Right here, I see it's got a piece of plastic protecting this on here, but this here piece right here is all, it's almost like it's carved. Has RP in there. Richard says Richard Phillips, yeah. But this was a limited edition of cigars here. Now, this will peel off. Platinum is like screen printed on there. It's got the one long, like a piano hinge in the back, which that's kind of rare to see in a cigar box. Usually there's the two like metal, but inside you open the sucker up. This is all velvet inside. I can't touch that because it gives me the willies. But the inside is all lined in velvet. So this one here, once it comes to the auction time, it'll be filled with something. I'm not sure yet what I'll fill it with, but it'll be filled with something fun. I mean, and this piece here, that's metal. That's metal on the velvet. And so that is one awesome cigar box. Okay, and then he found this one. He found 6 boxes. This one's, it says Old World Reserve, Maduro. Now this one just has a thumb, like a thumb spot here to open. And it's got 2 kind of long hinges that hold it. And look at the inside of the world map that's in there. The world, like vintage looking old antique look, the old world map that's on the inside of the cover, and then all wood in here. And this is, you can feel a little texture in there, so it's not just printed on. I mean, you could if you were altering these boxes, you could probably sand that out, but good night. I love that. I think that looks awesome. says Nicaragua there. Okay. And is this the one? Oh my gosh. Look at this one. This one, it's a wooden box, but it's covered in metal. This is some metal here. And it has a 20 on there. And then there's a motorcycle and rider is on there. And this is all like a separate piece on there from the Drew Estate in Brooklyn, New York City. And this one I'm going to fill with, this one won't be lace. This one will be filled with maybe if I've got enough buttons or, see, I won't part with some of my new buttons that I got from subscribers, but I got some older buttons that's been around since Methuselah. I might fill it with those, or I might fill it with like old broken jewelry and stuff. And a lot of people use broken jewelry. And that one's got a thumb notch in the front. And here it's metal on all 4 sides and the top. The bottom is velvet. And wait till you see the inside. The inside has got a lining of tobacco. So the cigars must have been packaged in here, and it's got the tobacco actually around here. Well, I'm not going to take that out of there. I'm going to leave that tobacco in there. And this will be filled up again with something that doesn't absorb scents, because it definitely smells like cigars, or smells like cedar is what it actually smells like. But I will fill this up probably with jewelry findings, jewelry pieces, something that doesn't absorb smells. And then here it's metal on the inside, and this here 20 with the motorcycle rider smoking a cigar. That's a separate piece that's glued on. It's a separate piece. So this box is amazing. And we have this special connection with the guy that runs the shop up there. And so he's saving me just the best. And so I love these boxes. So that one's the metal one. And then one more, and that's this one. Now this box, the finish on this one, this is rough. It's rough. It almost feels, it's like a grit. It almost feels like a real rough sandpaper or something. But RockyPatel.com. It's got the hinges here. It's wood. It's a wooden box, but it feels like it's rough feeling. It feels like if you rub your hand on the concrete or something. So, and inside it's all wood. And they have 2 pieces of ribbon. This ribbon must have been around the cigars. But there's black and gold ribbon, just that little piece of ribbon in there that must have been wrapped around the original cigars, because they put these cigars, when they get them in these boxes like this, they go into the humidor in the store. And then the shoppers actually go inside the humidor and they find their cigars that they want and they pick them out of the box. When the box is empty, then that's when that's when they go to new homes. And I'm glad that these 6 boxes found this home. But so those are, and they're all wood. They're really well made. But anyhow, those are going to be in my auction the first Sunday of December. I don't have a calendar right here, so somebody's got to look at that for me. And so anyhow, each one will be filled with something, and I think they will be awesome. That is what I'm thinking. So anyhow, now I'll get back. Oh, there's Karen Giannini. Okay, I see you there. Okay, I do see you there. I see Joey Defy and I see Martha Townsend. Hi. Mark Sidebottom is there. and Shirley Mozart from way over there. Um, Samantha Owens, hello. I was busy looking at my boxes, so I didn't see everybody that was coming in, but I see quite a few of you, so I'm very happy about that. My aunt can find anything to do crafts out. She's the little wonderful. That's my Cheryl. Thank you, Cheryl. How wonderful. Yes. Samantha Owens, Kathy Avalon. So anyhow, Barbara Batzer, I see you. I see Debbie Budry and Debbie Wooten. See, we have the Debbies today. Deadwood, South Dakota. Let me see if it says on there the Deadwood Tobacco Company. Let's see. Okay, so I don't think, no, there's no way from the Drew Estate. Yeah, it doesn't say if it's from South Dakota. It just says Deadwood Tobacco Company. And then see, you can peel these little stickers off that tell you that cigar smoking will cause you have lung cancer and birth defects. See, that comes right off. So that's good. But I just love these boxes. I think cigar boxes are just the cat's meow. Let's see, we can pull those warnings off because we're not going to be smoking the cigars, so we don't need to have the warnings. I love the Crazy Alice boxes. There was one in my last auction, and I had it filled with broken jewelry, and that was so awesome. And you never know, I might connect it with something else as well. So and Karen, are you still there? If you are, how is your class going? And are you still doing the ATC program with your class? And I need to, if so, I certainly need to be plugging it, if you know what I mean. Plugging. I need to be plugging it. And I haven't done that. I have not. I've been falling short of that plugging along. Okay, I'm going to just see how I'm just gluing pieces together, and then they'll all be stitched. They'll all be stitched together. Now see, this one here, since it's got two raggedy pieces in there, then I'm going to put this piece over there, and that will make a patch. I'm just patching it. So when we talk junk journals, we're junking it. We are using any piece of junk that might be just make your pages pop. So when you see, so now when you're turning the pages in your journal, every page is going to have something that is going to be unique. Now see here, do I want to put that whole thing on there? Or should I oh no, I'm going to put it on the back. I'm going to put this one right here. So see, now this is a piece out of that. It's original, out of a very vintage. See, 1915. So this comes from 1915, and it's not a copy. It's original. It's original out of an original ledger from back then when everything was handwritten. No computers. Everything was handwritten. Oops, I got too much glue on there. Now let's put this piece right here just so that it covers up that glue and just gives it another little patch. And that will all be stitched together. So then when you look at these pages, like here I have This is already stitched together, 8.5 by 11. It's been glued, it's been stitched, so both sides looks, so different. And then when you fold it in half and you're going to turn the pages, every page is like unique for your junk journal. And this will be in like a vintage. This junk journal, I mean, it won't have to stay vintage, but you can put pockets on the pages or corner tucks on the pages, flip outs on the pages. There's no end as to what you can put on the pages. So by making out this little frame on your work area, Lizzie, oh, you did, okay. Mark says he did a journal cover part 1 video. I will look at that. I will. I enjoy looking at your work. That's very good. River City, oh. Let's see, and then Renee, I've got 3 minutes. 3 minutes of your time, Renee, is like golden. The kids love them, and many of my class from last year have returned for more and are bringing their friends. Oh, that is wonderful. Oh, the class is a little challenging this year. Could use prayers for 16 little souls. Janet Nash said she is sending a package soon. Oh, well, this is great. This is good. And let me tell you, if you are new, let me tell you now, Karen Giannini she teaches a class. And it's an after school. She works through the Boys and Girls Club, and this is a class that helps the students. And her class last year, we did a lot of we sent to her a lot of the ATCs. We do ATC cards every Tuesday on my live stream that I get my lazy butt over there and do it. And but what we have done as a group, we've got our group that likes to make a lot of ATCs, and we make ATC cards for these children. And you can send to Karen, and they're in the addresses in the files at the Scrap and Lizzie group. You'll find her address in there, Karen Giannini, and it tells you too that she is the one that we send these ATCs to. But she uses those cards for reward system, for a learning tool. When we first talked about them, we talked about them just being like a reward, but Karen has turned them into actual learning tools for her class. And I know last year she had a very, very good turnout with people sending in cards. And now, see, so far long is passed already this year. I don't know if she's had as much of a turnout, but if any of you have got like some extra time, and just doesn't take a whole lot of extra product, because you can make little ATCs out of any kind of scrap material that you might have on hand. And then also you can put, because these are kind of a reward system and like a learning tool, if you like, maybe from your state, you might want to put in, maybe if you're from Texas, maybe you want to just put an image of Texas and write love from Texas on it. Or you can put anything on there, like little animals. They love little animals. The girls love little fairies and stuff like that. The boys might like, and these children are of young age. They are like 6 and 7, 8 years old, like that. And so that's what you would kind of put that much of a, use that as a use that as a, you know, a guide as well when you make them. Or you might just run a write, good job, you know, something like that. And then the children collect them all year long. All year long, the children collect them. At the end of the year, they she said she's got some of the same children, um, the same children that she had last year, and so they're continuing their collection. But we had some of the some of the people in the group that sent the collection pages, the little 9 pocket pages to collect them in, and also someone sent even the little folders, the little 3-ring binders to collect them in. And that was kind. Okay, now let me see what Karen just said. She says, the response this year has been lower than last year. Anything one or more is very appreciated. Please print pics of your ATCs on the Facebook page before sending. I don't have time to post them this year. Okay, so if you make the cards, if you make cards, if you send 1 card or if you send 20 cards, take a picture of your card, post it on the Scrap and Lizzie site, and say this card is on its way to Karen's class, and something like that. And and so then if we do it, we can encourage others to do it. And when I say we, I say me too, because I do have to get going with that. It just sometimes what I got to do is put myself just a little note here, and just to remind myself ATCs for Karen's class. And I've got so many ATCs already that I've just got made and ready to send to somebody. I just need to send them right off to Karen. So, but it's, if you're like me, it's just, you gotta have those reminders. And so that's what we do. We remind each other if we must. And so let's support, art from the heart. Art from the heart. And in when we are actually helping out a the younger generation, what we are doing is we are forming our future. We're forming our future in so many ways, and not in just the knowledge. Like if you send a picture of the state of Texas, you know, it's not just the knowledge, it's the feeling, it's the what the children are learning is, wow, these people made these, they don't even know us, but they made them for us. And so it's what they learn, the the attributes to what these children learn from this is so deep. It is a learning. They're learning about caring, they're learning about sharing, they're learning about love in so many different ways. And so and and so last year Karen had um a real good turnout, and let's work on it again this year to where, she has gotten some but not much. So I'm going to do my part is to definitely get some sent off. And look at this, I've got a losing lottery ticket right here. Is this a losing one? Yeah, it's a losing one. Put that lottery ticket right on my page. Now, see, that's not vintage, but it's definitely a loser. Now I'll put that on my page too. You just don't know what you can put on your page because it's junk journal pages. But now, see, it's 8.5 by 11, and it's going to be stitched together. Now, see, on this one, we've got a lot of journaling space. On some of the pages I do don't have a lot of journaling space, but once you put in flip or something, like maybe you look at this page and you say, well, there's really not much place to write. Well, you can write up here, write down here. You can do some writing. But then look here. here's a piece of this little brown paper. See this? Now you take that and you put that on the inside of this page. You can decorate this front of it. It flip open, and there you got all this journaling space. So even if you have a page and it doesn't have place much to journal, you can make journaling, a lot of journaling space on that page. And so, but yeah, I have been sent a lot of these book pages. These ones, I don't, yeah, I think that this one has been coffee dyed or tea dyed, probably coffee dyed, even though it was already old. But you can take a page that's not old, coffee dye it, and it looks old. And that's, for some reason, we all love old looking stuff. Maybe it's because most of us are old. I know not all of us are old. I know I'm old. See, so I'm going to take this. I'm going to cut a little bit off of that there. I'll just go up here and cut a little bit off. Doesn't have to be cut just perfect. It can be cut crooked. So see, and now I'll get that to fit right on there. And you know what? I cut that a little bit short. I should have, yeah, I want it to overlap a little bit. So I'm going to just go here, and I'm just going to go this here. Then I'll fill that other side up with something else. I'll just take a piece of this. Oh, that's right. Oh, my daughter just, oh, she reminded me she had an eye doctor's appointment. It says 10 minutes in my bike to get there. Okay, she's riding her bicycle to the eye doctor. My daughter had gotten surgery on her eye where they put a new lens in. Now that's been, I don't know, 3 years ago or so. And but now the one eye she can't see out of. So she's got an appointment today at the eye doctor, which good thing it's just right around the corner, and she can go up there on her bicycle. She's a bicycle girl. She's into all this exercise now. She's got her bicycle and she goes. Okay, see, so there. Now there's another 8.5 by 11. I just got to cut a little bit off of this one. A little bit too long. And look at that. See, and you get all this vintage fun. You know, I just think it's just fun. I love the music. I love the old pages. I love the vintage anything. It's just, I should have been born vintage. Okay, send ATCs to Art from the Heart, care of Miss Karen. My address is listed on the page. Thank you very much. Okay, so in anybody, you know, please, if you, especially if you're new to this group, we always love to help out where we can, and we have kind of adopted this class, and we last year we kind of adopted this class, and we don't want them to think we forgot them, because we have not forgotten them. And this is just a little, this must be why I don't know why I wanted to turn on my live stream this morning. I was just sitting here doing this, and I said, well, I just might just turn on my live so that instead of talking to myself right here, I'd be talking to um, my friends. And that must be the reason that I turned this on, because see, I'm one of those that thinks there's a reason for everything that happens, and sometimes we'll just never know that reason. But why was I thinking this morning, on what is today, Monday morning, why was I thinking to just turn it on live stream? Don't know, but guess what, now I do know. It's so that we could all be reminded of our adopted family, which is Miss Karen's class. And when we can do even the smallest little bit in helping in this pretty Gretchen frocks, a complete dress for 4 subscriptions, stamped on linens with floss to embroider. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. But anyhow, see how I see a squirrel and I just change everything changes. So but yes, This is the reason I got on. This is the reason I got on this morning, was because Karen was going to show up, and are going to we're going to get back on the flow of. In fact, I think when I get off of here, I'm going to just start working on some ATCs. I'm going to get some ATCs and we'll get them going, get them started so I can get them mailed within the next couple of days. If I can't be telling everybody else to do it and then I don't do it myself. Now look at here. Is there a date on this one? 10 cents per copy. No, it doesn't have a date here. But this was the front cover of one of those Needlecraft. And see how it's raggedy here? I like that raggedy. I am into raggedy. I could have been the original Raggedy Ann. I could have been. Let me see if I want to cut that. Where do I want to cut that? Do I want to? Yeah, I'm going to cut that right down this, right here. And then see, you just patchwork them together. And then what I did yesterday, I ordered a presser foot for my sewing machine, because when I go to sew these things together, you're constantly having to turn, the paper, turn the needle, and that kind of thing. But I learned about a presser foot that you can get for your machine that is a free, like a quilting or something. And so, let's see what I'm missing. Oh, my hubby put my art stuff in my closet room for the holidays. Oh, gosh. I'd get a new husband if I was you, Dana. My Enid girlfriend? Yeah, well, then you're going to have to live in the closet. Just kidding. Yeah. Yes, I miss you. It's always nighttime here. So it's good to get on just live stream. Yes, it was meant to be. I can rarely catch your live streams for anymore. Oh, so it was meant to be. Yes. And yes, it is hard for Kathy Amara. See, I'm looking at names here. Kathy Amara. Oh, Susan, did you really break your back? Susan Hill? Oh my gosh. How did you do that, Susan? Broke your back? Oh, Susan Hill. Yes, that's what Joy told me too. I've been talking to Joy, and she's been kind of helping me out to learn how to do this free motion stitching. And she said to let the feed dogs down. I just got to find how to let them down on my machine, but I know I can do it. I've done it before on machines long ago, but I have to make sure I still know how to do that. I'll figure it out though. But I ordered I couldn't believe I ordered it off of somebody on Etsy. I like to support, us I like to support our fellow crafters and people with cottage industry and that kind of thing. And so that's where I ordered it from. And I couldn't believe the difference in the prices. I mean, you can buy one. The one I bought is $3.99. You can get them all the way up to like $29. And I thought, well, what would be the difference, So I figured, well, I'm going to spend the $3.99. I'm sure that'll work just fine. And we'll see when it gets here. It shouldn't take too long. So hopefully not. But that'll make sewing on my papers a lot easier, because then you're not constantly having to turn the page and that kind of thing. Oh, it's got a hole in there. So I'm going to have to go here, and I'm just going to see there, it's got that hole there. So I'm just going to take this piece And I'm just going to put that over that hole. Now, when I stitch around there, then that you can see a peekaboo a little bit through there. You see a little of that stitching. So, but I think that looks awesome. That'll make an awesome page. But I'm gonna make when I do when I do my auction, it will include some of these pages because I think I'm just going to make a bunch. And but now all of you know how to do it now because I'm showing you. And you probably knew it even before. But you probably knew it even before this. But yes, you can make your own. But if you just don't feel like it, well, I'll have some on my I'll have some. Oh, this one is July 1925. July 1925 from the Needlecraft Publishing Company. So see, these pages come from long ago and far away. Well, we don't know how far away, but and I just use them. I was at one time just always making copies of stuff. Then I said, well, I'm not going to do that because then I'm just use what I have, use it. And if I use it all up, that's good. If I just make copies of everything, then I get more stuff piled up. More stuff just gets piled up. And I got big enough piles already. And so, but now I'm in the process of changing some things around. Oh my gosh. Removed by death? Oh, this was this was September 16th, 1909. And then this was here June 8th, 1915. And then here, the poor feller was removed by death. Oh, that's sad. Bye, Karen. I'm glad you come by because we needed that. We needed you. Removed by death. Well, I guess that's how you would get removed. But anyway, that would remove somebody from everything. Death. Okay, see, I'll put that one right there. Then, see, I have a little bit more space right there that needs to be covered up. So I'm just going to use this piece right here. And then I can put the glue right here because I can see where it needs to be held together. And so I'm going to put that right here. And so, yes, all of you, and your ATCs don't have to be anything fancy. You can use just scrap paper, scrap anything to make your ATCs. Nothing has to be fancy. And so, yes, so if you make them, well, God bless you. Okay, look, you can, now, let's see, I also have, let me reach down here. Oops, I just tore my bag. Okay, I'm gonna, here is an envelope that was decorated. I'm gonna put this, oh, that will fit right on there. Look at that. I'm going to put, this is an envelope. So like when we say junk, God, my camera keeps wiggling out of the way. My grandson is going to fix all this. I'm so excited that he's going to fix. I mean, he just got down here when Saturday. He starts his job already on Wednesday. Today his mama's got him out on the town, showing him around. So he kind of knows his way. Now we've got that there. So this isn't vintage, but it is a little bit of scrap that was just hanging around. And so we're going to use that because that is very, very awesome. And then to fill in this side, I'm just going to add this piece of brown paper. So this will be a fun journal once I get it finished. Once I get it all put together, it's going to be a fun one. But I think I've got many more pages than I need. So I'll pick out a few, and then I'll pick out a few pages, and I'll just get going with that. My last auction turned out to be a huge success. I've only got 3 people that didn't pay. Oh, now this one here, I've got this whole page, but it's got this little chew mark here. So I'm going to just put, I got 3 people that I guess they changed their minds. And so those things will just go right back into the auction for the next time. And, which is okay. I understand things come up, things come up, and then they can't pay for some reason, but who am I to judge? I can't judge. So here we go now. And there, see, that one's a simple page because it's really actually a whole page that was already 8.5 by 11, but it had just that little chew mark in there. And so there we go. I gotta put you over here because you gotta be stitched still. You know what I should do? Also, you know what I might do on some of these? Did somebody buy, let me see, did somebody buy the stamps at the auction? I saw them in the previews, but I had to do chicken chores and miss. Yes, the stamps were sold, but I'm going to have more stamps because I'm going through my stamps. I've got a lot of wooden stamps, woodblock stamps, and a lot of those are ones that I really don't use. And so I'm going to put them in my coming up auction. And Gail says, what, 3 people did not pay for their auction items? Well, then they won't be allowed to bid on the next auction. I'll let you know, Gail. I'll let you know who they were. But I have now sent each one of them a reminder. And a reminder just in case they just forgot, because one of them is, I'm surprised that she hasn't responded in some way. And so I don't know if maybe somebody got sick or something. So I'm absolutely going to have them have let them have a second chance. But I'll let you know, Gail, and who these people are. And so, and like I say, I'll be able to put them in my next auction, and I am going to do another auction. So, but I see the importance, like Gail had everybody making sure they put their address in the email right away. And boy, does that make it a lot easier than having to go search for addresses, is just to go to the email, find that address, and send them their invoice or their total. Look at this. I can take a picture. This here is actually a vintage photograph. Let me see. That one I have with another kit, though. So wait a minute. Let me see. I want to go in here. Where did I have those photographs? Oh, here. Look at this. Now, this is a vintage photograph. And it's actual vintage photograph. Jeannie's graduation from the 8th grade in 1950. All right, that was Jeannie's graduation, whoever Jeannie is. So, Jeannie, congratulations on your graduation, whoever you are. And I am going to put this. There is so much you can just put on your page. See there? Now that's going to be on this page, an actual photograph. And I think that is awesome. Oops, that didn't work, did it? Let me put that glue right there. Okay, it'll once I'll put a zigzag stitch on there, and that'll hold that on just fine. And then I need just a little bit more cover up right there to make this 8.5 by 11. And so I'll cut it right here and actually have, oh, I could even use some of my vintage postcards on these pages. I could, and I will. Well, that wasn't supposed to go like that. I was supposed to put that glue on the other way. That's okay. It'll fit this way. But see, there I got an actual vintage image, a vintage picture. I guess you would call that vintage. We'll do that. We'll do the Voro word. And see there? Look at that. Look how cute. Some charming little frocks with different and distinctive decoration. Little frocks. So, yeah. Oh, and there's Emily. Oh, okay. Yes, we will do a door prize, Gail. Why don't let's do that? How long have I been on here? Let me see. Oh, I don't know. Oh, almost an hour. Let's do a door prize because I like to do door prizes. And so, yeah, let's do that now since I have my Gail here. Which we're going to figure out a different way of doing door prizes I'll have to talk to you, Gail, because we have to find a different way of doing door prizes when it comes to the next auction because that was a little confusing. Okay, I'm going to take an envelope here. Here's an envelope. There's an envelope right there. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to this stuff that I have on my desk. I'm just going to take some of these vintage papers now, and somebody might want to just start sewing those together. And if you don't want anything like this, then just don't put your number in. If you do want something like this, you put your number in, and then you'll get something like this. But see, I always like to put in. There we go. We always got a couple of vintage postcards. And since I had just, let's see, I'll get one of these vintage couple. We'll put a couple. There's a farm scene and there's a couple. There's George and Mildred. I'm going to send you George and Mildred. That's it, George and Mildred. You're going to get George and Mildred. Let me see, what else? What else I want to put I always put like the same old stuff. And I always want to find something different. And so I'm going to see, what do I have here? Let's put in, do I have something here? Here's a little envelope. What could I put? Oh, I have to put my little calling card, and I'll put this little piece of fabric. And I gotta find Erin's things that she gave me. Let's put this here. Did I have a let me see, what do I have? A lot of my stuff is kind of in the other room now because I'm trying to get everything out of here, so when my shelves get here I can just start putting the shelves in and start bringing things back in. Okay, and so then what else do I have? Let's see, we'll put in a piece of that. We'll put in some of that. We're going to put in a little froggy, little froggy. Let's do that. Okay, so there's the door prize right there. There's no door in there. So I'm going to put, let me see, will the froggy go in here? A froggy went a-courting and he did right home. I'll put the froggy in there. And then, yeah. So this is the door prize. Do you see how quickly I just threw a bunch of junk together to make a door prize? Let's put that in there. That's vintage. We all like to look at old vintage things, I'm sure. Or it might just be me, but hey, there we go. See, that's just an old envelope, and I'll just put that stuff in that old envy. And so, ooh, I see numbers coming. I see numbers coming. Good. So I can fold this over like this then. And I can put the name of the winner. And look at the mailman hasn't even run yet today. So I can Oh, I get my bucket here. My God, my poor ink pen run out of ink. I'm getting a big bouquet though of my unicorn pens. When they run out of ink, they still live here. Okay. Oh, there's Hildegun, Teresa Petro, Mitzi, Emily is there. 30 seconds left, says Gail. And it's one thing I like to do is to be sure and send out a little bit of a happy mail. We call a door prize whenever we have a live stream. Live stream. Oh, here, let's put these butterflies in here. And then you'll get this and you'll say, why'd she send me this, Jen? But it's for you. It's junk. I send only junk. Oh, oh, that's right. There is no today. There is no today. There is no mail today. That's right. Today's a holiday. Well, happy Veterans Day, everyone. Is it Veterans Day? Yeah, Veterans Day. I say the wrong thing. Okay, there's Tammy Wolf. And okay, and Gail says I can pull a card. So I'm in here digging for one, and I'm going to take this one right here. And I turn it over, and the number on here is 48. 48. So who has 48 or closest to 48 without going over? $48. Oh yeah, I do. Cars and cats. Cats and cars. Cars and cats. Like Nikki. Good to see you. Gosh, good to see you. Yeah, it was just an impromptu live here, nothing fancy schmancy. And so I just felt like getting on live for some reason. And the reason I got on live, it turns out, was to get us all a jump start on our project that we were doing last school year. And we've kind of fell by the wayside this school year. And we're going to get those ATCs sent off to our ATC sent off to Miss Karen's class. Put a couple of stickers there. Okay, now Mandy of Mary Mac is at 44. Okay, Mandy. So it's Mandy of Mary Mac. And I have your address, Mandy. So I will get this sent off. And I know you will put these little things to good use. And always, this is like just a small happy meal. If there's things in here that you can't use, that anybody, when you get something from me and you can't use it, just readdress it and send it to somebody else, because somebody else can use it. You just keep sending it. It's not like you have to send it. I mean, it's not like you have to use it. You can, or don't throw it away though. Send it right on to somebody else if you can't use it. But I got a feeling Mandy will find something to do with that, because she is like got magic running out of her little fingers. She's got magic. She is one magic girl. I'm going to read a little, and then I'm going to go and work a little bit here in my craft room, try to get a few more things out of here, because my shelves will be here any day. Well, they said the 14th, but they might get here before then. Let's see. I love this little book. In fact, you know what? I love the little pages. You know what? I've been pulling a few of these pages out and sending them on. And I'm going to do this. See, here it says, there is nothing either good nor bad, but thinking makes it so. That's really amazing right there. On this side, it says, Thank you, Son, for the warmth and cheer. Thank you, Lord, for friends held dear. Thank you, Father in heaven above, for health, contentment, peace, and love. Now that is in this book. I'm going to fold this little page up because it's just beautiful. And I'm going to put it in this envelope that will go to Mandy. That will be part of her door prize. And there may be something you'll want to put that page in a journal of your own, maybe in a flip out of a journal of your own, or something, Mandy. And I love that page, and that sounds, it's good. Okay, thank you, Gail, again for helping us out and being there. It's just like you just show right up, just you and Obi right there. Okay. Oh, and you say it's supposed to snow? Oh my goodness. Yes. Gail is like my left arm. I work pretty good with my right arm, but my left arm doesn't work, so she's my left arm. Yep. Okay. And Gail, I know I appreciate you so much. I just can't tell you how much. All right. Okay. God bless you all. May He watch over you every step you take, every move you make. And I will see you on the next video. God bless.